Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Ce soir, nous allons voyager dans la Caraïbe. De Cuba, Jamaica, Haïti, Puerto Rico, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Dominique, Trinidad. Woo! Woo! Let's hear the horns. Voici le cuivre.
Bon. Bonsoir à tout le monde, bonsoir. It's only we on embouteillage. We're not in an embouteillage because we go from 6:30 and we serious at conversation. We didn't sleep in the studio, but we are. Mais je dis bonsoir à tout le monde before les gens me disent que je suis mal élevé. Donc je suis là, j'ai la conversation avec vous ce soir. On est mardi 15 octobre 2024. Je sais pas, j'ai l'impression que le mois de octobre court comme le mois de septembre. Mais bon, je sais, peut-être qu'il y a des gens qui vont me démentir, mais j'ai l'impression que ça fait la même chose. Donc, ce soir, on a une invitée, mais là, c'est un nouvel épisode que j'ai commencé ce soir. On a pensé à ça pendant les derniers week-ends des grandes vacances. C'est certain qu'on va faire des thèmes. On va amener des personnes de la société civile, des grandes dames. J'ai pas mal à tchatcher avec moi ce soir, mais j'ai une grande dame. Quand je vais mettre les caméras, parce que ce soir, I don't know, like, she look more younger than me, all pink, and we know it's October pink, but on va parler d'un thème que des fois on n'aime pas le toucher parce que peut-être ça va blesser des gens, mais vous venez froisser. Donc, ce soir, on va parler des tenues des étudiants qui vont à l'école. Parce que c'est un thème, des fois, le matin, pour ceux qui vont travailler tôt, ceux qui sont sur la route vers les 17h ou à midi, on voit des jeunes hommes, des jeunes filles habillées d'une façon, et on se pose la question, est-ce que les parents regardent leurs enfants avant de partir à l'école? Je sais, moi, quand j'allais à l'école, tu ne pouvais pas sortir de la maison comme tu veux. Donc, ce soir, pendant 1 heure, on va parler de ça, et j'ai une grande dame avec moi. You watching me so far? Everybody who come to my studio is being no. I don't know for the other shows. For those who come conversation, you're a big lady. Because a lot of people look at them big and they can't do nothing. But I know you got a big track record. So that's why you're a big lady for me. And then between people don't need to know we related. So ce soir, j'ai Madame Hodge Angèle avec moi. Et on va parler qui avait un grand sujet ce soir avec moi. J'espère de toute façon. Pour ceux qui nous suivent sur les réseaux sociaux et qui nous regardent sur le Facebook, Twitter, pas TikTok. TikTok, on travaille dessus toujours. Instagram, donc ils vont être sensibilisés par rapport à demain. J'ai décidé de ne pas emmener de jeunes, parce que j'ai prévu de faire un show avec des jeunes, après, mais pas le même sujet, qu'on puisse, parce que des fois, on n'a pas la même vision, et des fois, je pense que, comme je suis né avant elle, donc ma vision est meilleure. Et bon, January, bon, December. Le first month. Madame Hodge, bonsoir.
Bonsoir. You know, it was hard for me not to say nothing because I wanted the first thing that I said to be good night to the radio listeners
How are you?
To the social media lookers. I'm good. How are you?
Bienvenue chez nous.
Merci. On parle quoi ce soir?
On va faire le franglais, une première partie. Après, we're going to hit in English at the last, but on between, we could mix up the thing. And so we do it, so we're going to mix up the thing. Who vex.
We vex lose, comme on dit.
No, if you vex because we mélanging everything, the best part of it, Jonah Airport fix.
Effectivement. And Grand Cars was always open.
Yeah, but they're going to tell us they ain't traveling airlines, but that's other thing. Anyway, so folks, Larissa, bienvenue conversation. Ça fait au moins 15 ans que je t'ai pas vu, hein?
Ouais, 15-16 ans comme ça.
15 ans?
Ouais.
En tout cas, je ne sais pas si c'est ma caméra sur les réseaux sociaux, mais on voit bien que le pink là bien habillé, tu as une tenue directrice. What change? Because it looks like something changed.
Nothing your AC in here, cold. So seulement
pour la jacket. You're in Assemblée nationale, man.
But maybe I'm practicing.
Practicing for what?
I don't know.
Listen, you know, the sense in Martin, everything is rumors. I know your name is Angèle. I know your name is Angèle. I don't believe it's that Angèle who on run for députation.
Mais Gérald, en fait, ce soir, il y a un rôle. Hein? Non, mais le sujet de ce soir, c'est la tenue vestimentaire. Par contre, je ne suis pas d'accord avec toi, avec les élèves. On va aller un peu plus loin.
On va aller plus loin, mais tu es là pour ça.
Ouais.
Donc, comment vas-tu? Parce que je suis en train de t'embêter.
Je vais bien, je vais très bien, merci. Je vais très bien.
Très bien, très bien.
Très bien, très
ça
bien.
Se voit tout en rose.
Ouais.
Le rose, c'est un hasard ou?
C'est un hasard, complet. Mais complet.
OK.
Ça tombe bien?
Ouais, on sait que tu, comment dire ça, personne peut te dire qui est une fille, parent d'élèves, scouts, voilà.
Ouais.
Je pense d'ici 5 ans, tu vas écrire un livre.
Non, ça ne fait pas partie de mes aspirations.
Pourquoi pas?
No. Dabbling with poetry, that's enough already, you know.
OK. So, j'allais t'appeler Larissa, mais je vais te...
Non, mais c'est bon, de toute façon, on mélange, tu as dit ce soir, donc on passe de Angèle à Larissa. Hein.
Parce qu'en fait, moi, je peux pas, j'ai du mal à t'appeler Angèle.
Ouais, voilà.
Moi, je préfère t'appeler Larissa.
Ben, tu m'appelles Larissa.
Voilà. Donc, Larissa, le sujet ce soir, c'est les enfants qui vont à l'école et la tenue.
Alors, quand on parle des enfants, on parle des adolescents.
Les adolescents, parce que les enfants vont aller sur le primaire, les parents contrôlent toujours, entre parenthèses, mais quand on arrive collège, lycée, c'est autre chose. Aujourd'hui, on voit des fois le matin des établissements scolaires qui ont des tenues, je ne pourrais pas dire ça, uniformes, ils ont des polos, etc.
Ouais,
et des fois, on voit l'enfant sort de la maison et arrivé à un certain niveau, la tenue change. Aujourd'hui, en tant qu'ancienne présidente des associations de parents d'élèves, parents, comment vois-tu cette chose, tenue, aller à l'école?
J'ai envie de dire que, je vais dire une chose. to defend the young people, c'est que that business, for example, of changing your hairstyle, changing where you got on, ça a toujours existé, on est d'accord. C'est passé à un autre niveau maintenant. Et c'est où je dis, je vais toucher sur certaines choses qui vont peut-être froisser. Mais quand tu as un enfant, on n'aime pas le mot dressage parce que ça rentre dans une connotation animalière. Mais quand même, quand tu as un enfant et que tu fais l'éducation de ton enfant, tu es en train de l'apprendre ce que tu veux. Quand on a un enfant qui, pendant toutes ces années, et je parle là pour les filles particulièrement, toutes ces années de primaire, a été amené à l'école par une maman à un petit morceau de char, les tétés en l'air, tu programmes quoi à la fin? Parce qu'on a tendance à regarder le bout du problème, mais on ne regarde pas la cause du problème. On a aussi, j'ai envie de dire, des parents qui, oui, malheureusement, partent travailler très tôt et ne regardent pas les enfants. Parce qu'il faut admettre aussi que la situation sociale de l'île n'est pas ce qu'elle était il y a, oh, but là, oui, c'est 30 years ago. 30 years ago, not 30 years ago, because 30 years ago, I was an adult already. Let me say 45 years ago. You had a smaller community. You had everybody had know everybody. You had the concept of more of a village raises a child. Today we don't have that, malheureusement. And it is what it is. We cannot, I'm going to say, realistically think that we can go back then. C'est juste pas possible. Donc, comment est-ce qu'on... Parce que je ne pense pas non plus que cussing the children, of the young people, is going to solution anything. Il faut... Je n'ai pas toutes les solutions, peut-être que je n'ai même aucune solution, mais je me dis déjà à la rigueur, si on essaie de faire comprendre aux jeunes qu'ils ont une certaine valeur, qu'ils ont beaucoup de valeur même. On entend souvent pendant les élections de Young People is the future, sauf que je ne l'ai jamais vu en réel.
Ben, c'est comme la dernière fois, je disais que est-ce qu'à un moment, il ne faut pas éduquer les parents? Parce qu'on arrive à un stade, c'est mondial aussi. C'est pas que à Saint-Martin.
C'est clair.
Les enfants, les adolescents, ils ont des enfants très jeunes. Et des fois...
oui, mais ça a toujours existé aussi.
Ça a toujours existé, mais non, c'est back then. Plus compter sur la grand-mère pour encadrer. Aujourd'hui, il y en a qui sont livrés à eux-mêmes.
Mais je te donne un exemple concret aussi. Une difficulté, je veux dire, qu'on a eue en montant à l'association des parents d'élèves, c'est que le concept universel, je vais dire, ou standard de parents d'élèves n'existe pas à Saint-Martin. Tu as, comme dans tous les aspects de notre société, des cliques. Et tu as des cultures qui ne sont pas, je vais dire, qui n'adhèrent pas à nos valeurs, à nos façons de faire, nos façons de vivre. And St. Martin is one of them places I just see everybody does live wherever they come from. They just function how they customer function into, and we just take it. We don't, I guess sometimes the feeling that we are so afraid to insult or maybe to offend anybody that we lose ourselves somewhere, you know what I mean? And c'est dommage because the concept of melting pot, for example, c'est des paroles.
Ouais, but that melting pot.
The pot you got everything in a pot and everything right there, we mean, and you melt it.
Yeah, but you don't think before you put everything in that pot, you need to make sure, because who have education? Who dealing with education? So that we come back to the thing, like I always say, they have the culture, they have certain things, and because from the time we have collectivity, we never put a butcher as president, we never put a charpentier is only educators we have. So I believe all this influence I should say. So we need to bring those things. It's the same thing with the culture. We unite with the people. It's the same thing with the culture. If we don't bring culture in the schools, I will not say the school is not coming. We know 11 November coming. Certain schools
have something.
Okay? But I believe that we have people who do it. Like something. There's something. So we know. You see what they used to do when those teachers used to, okay, the teacher coming listen, that's what we need on the program, that's in math and culture. And I always say, today you go in a school, we say a maternal work female. In a class, you're going to ask them, what's a cold part? Everybody going to watch you like,
Yeah, but you got to remember, and when I say this, I'm saying it for St. Martin and I'm saying it for Guadeloupe for sure. I'm not sure of anywhere else, but I'm saying it for those two territories. We went through a period of our existence where we were made to understand that anything that comes from us, that belongs to us, that I'm going to say came at any point from what we created or what we were used to is wrong, is bad. Um, whether it was a building codes, perfect example, they give them permit, look at all of the cas créoles, let's do, for example, all of the hurricanes, comparé aux carcasses au nord européenne, particulièrement françaises.
Mais c'est niveau décollé, hein.
Okay, d'accord. So I'm like, we now are in a, like I say, in a process where you got two things. You have on one side the St. Martinism, I'm going to invent a word, that is trying to come back and to reinstill that national pride. But while doing that, has to include the new St. Martiners that are there because they are there. And I want to say you have scores of young children, for example, whether their parents are Haitian or Dominican, whatever it is, that consider here and rightfully so, they are home. So how do you just exclude it? Mais le problème, encore comme j'ai dit, c'est qu'ils ont leur culture, leur
Ben,
valeur.
le problème, c'est que leur culture, avec leur culture, parce qu'on est à la maison. Et
Voilà.
as government ou those around government, what you used to have to do, c'est que nous, moi j'ai toujours dit, c'est qu'on va à l'école. Pour les enseignants, on va à l'école, on nous appelle bourrage de canne, c'est comme ça que je l'appelle. Napoleon, all kind of thing, they were good, and after when you grow up, you see Napoleon more bad than you. So, you know, Christopher Columbus was the nice fellows, and I always say, oh, you could do something, and they had people there already. Voilà. C'est perdu. So at the end of the day, I believe to build this nation, okay, I call it nation. Yes, or you say we need to accept the new generation, but we need to build that nation because if we don't build it from the school, most of the time we get to the school. If you don't have, it's the same with Guadeloupe. Our thing they're teaching the children. We don't do that. And school.
Language is another thing. Because le créole a été reconnu, est enseigné même à l'université. We still talking about English about this. Because apparently French is the only language that has, I'm going to say, the exclusivity of creolizing a language. I beg to differ.
Me, my English, I went to school for a big English teacher to say speaking bad English. I don't know my father and how much people. When I go away, I can't say, when I go in the cell, si je suis perdu, that's for sure. You know? So it's come back to like, I come back to what I was saying, from the time we passed collectivity, we didn't put a government fisherman, or I respect the fisherman because, you know, we have people, educate people. So they have, because how much we're talking about bilingual, and I think again, if we don't win that in the school, when I say school for maternelle, you're teaching those kids St. Latin culture, the values, everything. And you know when that kids reach.
In their defense, there are bilingual classes. And at premier level. What I don't agree with is that c'est pas assez répandu.
Pourquoi c'est pas répandu?
Parce que c'est pas une volonté politique. Qu'est-ce que tu me fais dire à la radio là ce soir?
Non,
mais et quand je dis c'est pas une volonté politique, je ne parle pas de maintenant. Je parle de.
Non, depuis 2007.
Voilà.
Collectivité. Parce que moi, je dis la chose, c'est qu'on entend bilinguisme, mais après, le problème, c'est qu'il y a le problème. On sait c'est quoi le problème. Mais pour carrer le problème, il faut qu'à un moment, tous ces spécialistes du bilinguisme à Saint-Martin se mettent autour de la table. Parce que moi, j'ai toujours vu un truc comme ça. Daniela Gépi, Robert Omé, Ali Fazi, those people who are around education. You know, government said, okay, I don't know if that exists in a commission ad hoc. You can't give me. Commission ad hoc can be sorry, it can be you create a commission, just like when you have to go out to schools, they had a commission, whatever it is. And you put those people around a table, and it's okay. Vous êtes des éducatrices, vous êtes des profs, we need to write a book or a booklet, whatever I want to call it. But they don't have books, they don't exist. We need to adapt it.
And not only that, but
Yeah, because we're going to come back. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back to it.
J'allais te dire, on est parti à la
C'est pas grave. Dis la
mais particulièrement depuis qu'on est devenu collectivité, parce que sous l'article 74, on est censé prendre nos spécificités culturelles en compte. Donc, you know, I just listen to a lot of people argue about this Article 74, and I think it bears mentioning tonight because it comes back to that in a lot of cases. It comes back to if somebody complaining to me, and this is just my my analysis of it, the ground dirty, the broom right there, by complaining to the ground dirty, protect the broom. But if you have the tool and you ain't doing nothing with it, but if you want to do something with that tool, it takes that way. Just now, sitting around a table, actually putting country about sense,
Yeah.
working together and doing the work. The work is, you know, I remember the PPRN, the artist come up to that. The PPRN had caused such an uproar. It was on the prefecture website. The amount of people I asked, you went go look at it. No, I got it. Until the French, it was in English. But so many people didn't bother to check because what? You gotta read it, you gotta actually read it. And I think that's a big problem that we have. We want people to substitute the work path for it and just, you know, hand us the knowledge, hand us the information, whatever, but why I gotta read it, you could read it too. Nobody needs to read it. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Because listen, when I say build a nation, because the kids, half of the day, they are
In
school.
school, more than half of the
Okay.
day.
So if when it's not about local, it's about local teachers too. But if you have education, you say, listen, when you come into Martin, you think Guadeloupe, whatever it is, this is a book from September to June. You need to present a project, or you need to participate, do something for the kids. Like back then, school days, we had the local engagement. But at the end of the day, I come back. We never put the plumber, we had a carpenter, the government.
So we had educators.
So I always say, put those people around the table and let's talk about it. Because listen, back then we used to beat Leopold James and them because they were talking about the food thing.
Yeah,
okay,
was one of them.
Okay, St. Martin evaluate now. It's not too late. Because it's how much training you got in the school for you.
It's never too late because we're talking about things like culture and citizenship, things that are ever changing, ever moving, and surtout qui sont omniprésents. On est dedans, tu peux pas ignorer le truc.
Attends, parce qu'un Marseillais, quand il vit, he tell you he's from Marseille, the way he talking,
the way he's talking alone, he's singing, you know, he's from Marseille.
I always say we need to build this proud thing. You're proud of it. For me, the proud is not the, you know, raise a flag. Because sometimes we see kids who born in St. Martin raising other flags because we fought because we never put nothing in place to teach your kids. That's St. Martin symbol.
That's what I was talking about trying to instill that national parade there. Because I'm on the fence there. Je suis mitigée. Pourquoi je dis ça? C'est que nous sommes très nombreux, moi-même inclus, to be from more than one, or to have parents from more than one place. Okay? But as much as I love my other side, I've never had the inclination to raise a Caribbean flag or a Saban flag because my mother did the necessary to instill that national pride in me. But like I said, if you lose it, if you get to be made to feel, en fait, que ça vaut rien. Parce que c'est ça qu'on nous a, c'est ce qui a été, je vais dire, le travail qui a voulu être fait. Là, maintenant, on essaie de reprendre le travail, mais c'est pas évident. Et c'est pas évident parce que justement, il y a cette mixité maintenant de beaucoup de nations. Et j'assume mes mots. Et aussi, une nation particulière qui, d'après eux, la République est indivisible. Sauf qu'elle est peut-être indivisible, mais elle est spécifique à Saint-Martin sous l'article 74 par travail.
Moi, je pense que le gouvernement local peut toujours mettre des choses en place pour qu'on essaie de se rappeler la nouvelle génération. Pourquoi?
Ah non, je suis d'accord avec toi.
Pourquoi on va dans ce sens? C'est que la nouvelle génération qui va arriver, bon, on fait tous des erreurs dans la vie. Okay? On peut, avant, back in the school, il y a l'éducation sexuelle. Après, je pense que maintenant, c'est un tabou.
C'est un tabou, mais bon,
les enfants.
Voilà. Maternelle and things like that, on va
voilà.
dire que c'est
Donc, je pense à un moment, la tenue vestimentaire, c'est la façon que l'enfant, l'éducation de l'enfant. Si tu sais que l'enfant, par exemple, just like you have a son, il va sortir de chez lui son pantalon avec, il a une ceinture. Arrivé au carrefour, son pantalon est en dessous de ses fesses, sans savoir la définition. Il y a ça aussi. Après, on a des jeunes filles. Moi, des fois, je vois des jeunes filles, je suis désolé. Moi, je me rappelle quand il y avait le collège de Marigot. Quand il y avait le collège de Marigot.
Yeah, but anyway, say that about a young man. Because we're dealing with two things in. We're dealing with his attire in school and his attire when he leaves school. When he leaves school, how do you control it?
But it starts from home.
I agree.
The mental, if you build the mental, it's not the same thing we say, the mental. We know you have a lot of things wrong, but if you build your child mentally.
Well, then we have to go back to the parents, because like I said, if it comes back to our training, it comes back to our, I agree that there are cases where you can have a young person in a situation or who is behaving a type of way that the parents they are completely clueless. But I think too, we need to get out of this thing. Oh, my child will never do that. You don't know how your child will act when he's not or she is not in front of you. You know what I mean? And I think that's a part of the problem too. We are so much into this fake preservation of image that the image gone.
Not more than an image.
Down the road. Exactly. And say one, say two. We are no longer each other's keeper either. No. I can see your child on the road before I hold him up and say, hey, I know your father come here and cut your backside.
When you say it just really was Agama and out of law, he went and said to her, he said, yeah, I think it was a listen, every time you the confirmation. He said, Agama changed. I said, yes. Because when listen, let me tell you something. You don't have to get it because back then you knew everybody and Agama. Yeah, I know everybody. Listen, when you do something, Margaret, bad, before you reach home.
And you're not selling the phones like that, eh? Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, no,
before you reach home, your mother and your father don't know you was Margaret. Listen.
And why you doing who you do it with and the phone of bicycles, yeah.
You see? Yeah. And it's a thing that when we used to look at the things, we used to get the Macoons, we used to the Macoons before us, we would put it before you. If they done before us, okay. If they done before we, they wait for us. So, but like fight, small fight.
Yeah.
So
you come back tomorrow, you fight again.
Yeah. So at the end of whatever you do, it come back to us. Say, should we, as government, or we create something?
Do we have to create something, or do we have to bring back something? I remember my uncle was always cussing and saying that il y avait l'enseignement des mœurs et des valeurs.
C'est pas l'éducation civique, ça?
Non, c'est pas l'éducation civique. Apparemment, c'était quelque chose un peu plus, je vais dire, plus ciblé que ça. Ça, ce serait, j'ai envie de dire, de perfect tool. Parce que du coup, les valeurs, ben, tu inclus les valeurs sémantiques, tu inclus la culture sémantique. Mais, encore une fois, la culture, c'est quelque chose de vivant. C'est quelque chose de vivant.
Il y a des principes.
Qu'est-ce que nous disons?
Il y a des principes.
Oui, il y a des principes, c'est clair, mais comme je dis, je n'ai pas la solution between when the child leaves school, because even that too, in the school vicinity, this is just my personal opinion, comme moi, le règlement intérieur est également sévère. Parce que c'est vrai que ça parle du polio, par exemple, mais ça ne parle pas nécessairement assez of the bottom. Ça ne parle pas nécessairement assez of the shoes. I can remember, for example, one time, this is years ago, up Robert Veneur. Augusta de St. Martin children went en grève. La raison était que our children who got bosoms, il était interdit de porter des débardures. J'avais des petites qui rentraient because they were kind of flat-chested, et là, par contre, ça passait. Non, je suis désolée, c'est des débardures. interdit, les débardeurs sont interdits. Because at the end of the day, and all your cost no bad word, but the reality, whether you got smart, if nipples is nipples, I don't need to see nobody nipples. But let me go further than that. Even some of the teachers sometimes. And then the excuses are if it's sure nous aussi, les Antillais, nous avons.
I'm going to tell you, for example, I remember back then, school, when I was at the school, sure, the shot we had, even when I literally, yo, this teacher, the way he talked, and the director, then a t-shirt for you to cover himself. After that, back then when I used to go to school, Monsieur Enoch, and they had Monsieur Jean-Philippe. Yes, now I born in January, we born December, so I'm older for you. So they had Monsieur Enoch, they had after Enoch, they had Monsieur Jean-Philippe. Morning, I always remember Monsieur Enoch and come up from the office and watch how you going to come in the college. Jean-Philippe, the only thing I like with him, he used to put some kind of, the socks who always got a little bit salad. And he come in, just wait to got the old young guy, he come there, he put and you see socks, and you watch him, you shot on me and from here. But the way you come in, the future is how you used to go to school, he call you. Because today when you're going, they see the young lady in school, they gotta put the mascara, they gotta, I like, yo, you're going to school. I understand, okay, the weekend you're going dinner, fete, whatever it is. You're going to school, and sometimes you see, because sometimes the morning, you put in the maquillage, everything. And after school, it's just like.
But I want to touch on something again, too. Les signalements existent, mais est-ce qu'on les fait? I can remember being on the commission for the last dépasse projet comme de rectorat. Il y avait une école. Il y avait une institution du second degré, je ne vais pas le nommer, que si les signalements des absences étaient faits, at least something, I think 75% of the student body would either lose staff or be in trouble.
Okay.
And that's absenteeism. But we're talking about everything else. We're talking about we're talking about the way that they dress, and we talk about and like I said, I asked my daughter, I asked Alexa Plain, I said, have you ever seen any of your teachers' nipples? Oh God, mommy,
You have some teacher you ask.
And this is 5, 6, 7 years ago. So to me, get no better. You get no better.
At the end of the day, who going those to those?
No, but I'm talking about the teachers.
The teachers.
Because how do you enforce a reglement intérieur? How do you enforce a philosophy that you need? There's a place and a time for everything, and there's a way to conduct yourself independent of who you are, and there's a way to dress, to carry yourself, to present yourself. When in front of you, the adult that is supposed to be the example is given that as an example. Then do what I say, but don't do what I do. Ça veut hypocrite, je suis désolée. Après, je ne défends pas tous les jeunes parce qu'on sait très bien qu'on a des jeunes qui sont. They're going to do what they want. They're going to do what they want. The sagging pants, for example, we have already explained how many times what it means.
At the end of the day, the chef d'établissement have a big role to play.
Definitely, but I want to say too, the chef d'établissement has a role to play as leader of that établissement. But every teacher, every surveillant, and here again, I'm gonna get into the national pride a little bit again too, and not only national pride, but national way again of we have certain areas in the collectivity that overlap with the national anonyme of themselves that have horrible reputations.
Okay.
And we need to work on that. We need to, I'm going to say, at the end of the day, the child forget on how you want to get the J'ai utilisé le mot harcèlement dans un contexte assez... Hein? You can't do that with bullying. Gerard, no, bullying, you don't do that in English. You don't bully. Bullying is at no point excusable or nice or cute or acceptable or whatever. You know what I mean? The connotation is the same. Now, again, I am not the mother of la langue Molière. Loin de là. But I think that there needs to be un travail à faire là aussi. Il y a vis de fond.
Il y a vis de fond.
Ouais.
Donc, est-ce que aujourd'hui on se dit, est-ce que déjà la façon il faut que les parents se rendent compte, il faut que l'enfant, le garçon ou la fille se rendent compte que je suis dans une posture, je dois m'améliorer dans ma tenue vestimentaire.
Voilà.
Parce que ce problème-là aussi, après on l'a en milieu professionnel aussi. Parce qu'on l'a en milieu professionnel. Des fois, tu regardes, moi j'ai reçu déjà des stagiaires en milieu associatif. I was like, yo.
Stagiaire en milieu associatif, I ain't gonna say where I passed today. You know where I passed, I'll tell it to you. Je suis passée devant le service de l'État ce matin.
Il n'y a pas 46.
Il n'y en a pas 46. Il y avait deux messieurs dehors. I can say Caucasian. Yeah.
European people.
Voilà. Outside. En gros mardi, t-shirt, jean, pants, smoking, chain smoking. No, don't get me wrong. I don't mind your chain smoking. Eh? Don't chain smoke in front of the office, though. What a shouldness is that? That's the image of the state that you give in. Wow. When, and I'm going to defend him here with this, when I have never seen the prefect do that. So if he don't do it, nobody else should be doing it. So that's my little message to them tonight. I know they don't understand me when I talk like this.
So at the end of the day,
but at the end, no, but it comes back to the same thing because look where they beat the cross on the list and the thing.
Yes.
So if my pants done, if I'm a man and a young man and my pants done, I have a 17-year-old boy, okay, who has never worn his pants low and who is, as I say, mortified by it.
Okay.
But my son bougie, that's all I could say. He ain't got that from me. I don't know where he got that from. You know what I mean? But thank God he got it. That's all I could say. But you, a young man, your pants below your backside. You're in front of the LPO, for example. And you stand up and you're looking at a man over there. I'll just say them. You're looking at a man over there dans leur milieu professionnel, habillé comme ça. Where we going?
Yeah, I agree with you because you're watching it. It's the same thing. When you come in stage, you can't tell je ne monte votre pantalon because I see you doing.
Exactly. And already I have a problem with certain nations. Obviously, I'm not talking about the Caribbean archipelago because we all share the same beaches in Caribbean Sea. My entire island is not a beach. Point about. If you're paying taxes and you have to keep down a job, then I'm sorry, there's a place to be dressed a certain way and a comportment to have a certain way. Because imagine I was going in that service. I mean, I got to pass between them two dragons again. I'm going to tell the chain smoke. No, man. And like I said, t-shirt today Tuesday. I can't even say it's casual Friday today. Today Tuesday. Because and again, I gotta say this again about the young people and the parents. Please, motivate the children to study whatever they need to study that this country needs.
Yeah, but Larissa,
what?
You know,
we're
going somewhere there again.
Yes.
You know,
because if you can import better than me.
Yeah, but import is one thing, and that's why I like. You see, politics in the states, I like it. You know why? A governor, a president gonna sit down, or a mayor gonna come and say, listen, talk with the kids in the school, and listen. Honestly, when President Mustard started, it was good. We need to sit down with those kids and say, listen, on a besoin de tout corps de métier dans le pays. Mais il y a des postes clés. Même si tu vas venir, tu vas parler avec ces enfants-là, comme on dit, ça part de la maison. Si le parent, and that's why I remember community, the last days of community, we were talking about l'école des parents. Si les parents, on n'éduque pas les parents, parce que tu sais, des fois, on se dit, ouais, because the mother is a doctor, the father is a liar, the child got to be some. Et des fois, c'est faux. Because sometimes, c'est la petite dame qui fait le ménage dans ton bureau, que tu dis même pas bonjour, et d'un matin, son fils est avocat,
c'est ça.
Son fils est médecin. Because she don't want she son or she daughter to
Mhm.
do the same thing like me. I
Okay.
believe it starts from home.
It starts from home. But let me touch on something there now. Compulsory education in the French system ends at 16, right?
Mhm.
It began at what? 6.
Yeah.
Instead of we make sense as a country, and by country I mean France,
Mhm.
and take compulsory education up to 18, which is la majorité.
Mhm.
Parce que là maintenant tu te retrouves avec 2 ans où you need a fish not fall, like the
Mhm.
old people would say. No, we bring down compulsory education beginning age to
Mhm.
3. So at what point, let's say for example, I have my best life as possible. I am married. My husband and I just had
But
twins.
that ain't best life. It's not because you're married.
Shit, remember, we things good. What happened to you? I said the best life. Things good. He loved me. I love him. Nobody got no soy chick.
You have the friends though.
And we got twins. For some reason, they need to be more than one child. We got twins. A boy and a girl. Okay, they are 3 years old. That is, I'm going to say, their formative time. I'm teaching you to say please. I'm teaching you to say thank you because you're being stubborn, because you're 3 years old, and that's your job. But I'm not gonna send you to school.
Yes.
So my influence there now is not only shared, but is shared for so many hours during the day. Most of the day now, you ain't with me. When you come home, I ain't necessarily want to do that education anymore because I miss you, you miss me, we can play, we can whatever be the case. Now, of course, every experience is I'm going to see capable of being a learning experience. But it's not the same thing as if the child was home by you. You know, they've done so many studies about all socializing this and that, whatnot, that have no bearing. None whatsoever. Et comme ça revient, comme tu as dit tout à l'heure, là, go back in French, à l'éducation que tu fais à ton enfant. Je suis désolée. Si tu apprends à ton enfant à être sauvage, tu sais ce que mon fils m'a dit une fois, il était en quelle classe? Il était en... Je crois qu'il était en grande section. L'enfant m'a regardé, il m'a fait, maman, j'ai plus envie d'aller à l'école, c'est bon.
Okay.
J'ai pris ma claque. J'ai lu, t'arrêtes un peu, t'as 6 ans, t'as 5 ans, mon gars. Il fait, oui, mais maman, en fait, quand tu me demandes, you asking me to socialize with children of the parents of whom you don't socialize with.
So you see, it starts at home.
Exactly.
It starts at home, but should we say is government and rules to like educate the certain parents?
You look like you absolutely want me to say that, but
I don't know.
I never did disagree with you back when you said in the beginning. But let me take it from another point of view. Who parents we saying is the problem here? The parents that come from away, or the parents who from here and who here too?
I could put everybody the same.
In the same basket?
Yes.
Okay. The parents who from here, the parents who ain't from here, how they here? They ain't getting citizenship, or they ain't got titre séjour or something or whatnot. Doesn't that fall under the state competency now?
Yes.
Isn't there? I don't know if I'm here, so I never had to go through that whole thing. But isn't there some kind of, I don't know, some kind of St. Martin teaching to become a citizen?
No.
Yeah, mais encore une fois, you have to speak French, oui, mais encore une fois, on est sous l'article 74, encore une fois, on a l'outil, on s'en sert pas.
Écoute, article 74, c'était il y a 2023, 2003, je veux dire. OK? So it come back to what I'm saying. It starts from home. It starts from home. So if you don't...
2003, 2007.
2003, on a voté
tu parles du
référendum.
OK, d'accord.
Okay.
No, I was taking it from when we become collectivity.
Là, you just made me look at it was really that. Anyway.
No, like I said, to avoid any kind of confusion, I taking it from when we became collectivity.
Yes.
Because
anyway, so what I'm saying is it start from home. But when it start from home, est-ce qu'il ne faudrait pas créer l'école des parents, l'école de deuxième chose? Because me don't say école de deuxième chose because for the kids, because we see they're doing this, they're doing that. But I think we should put the parents too. Because les parents, quand je dis parents, après maintenant, il n'y a pas d'âge pour faire un enfant.
Il n'y a jamais eu d'âge pour faire un enfant.
Bon, Larissa, when I was more younger, when you see a young girl 12 or 13,
I can remember
it was a bubble in the area.
12-year-old, what had make a child up in the hospital, and me had no children yet, now like 23.
It was a bubble.
Well, yeah, but not a big
because they were watching you like, yo, you got 12 years. Okay, it was so. Me, I learned, I know it was so.
C'est still a bubble.
Okay? Non, c'est devenu routine. Before when you see
je suis pas d'accord, c'est pas devenu routine quand même. Là,
les gens ne sont plus choqués maintenant quand tu vois une jeune fille peut-être qui est au lycée ou qui est au collège, qui est enceinte. Avant, ça choquait. Les gens, maintenant, qui ont relais, c'est normal. C'est comme si c'est un type de routine pour eux. Et moi, c'est comme ça que je le vois.
We are agree to disagree on that one. Non,
But-
les gens sont toujours choqués. Moi, je pense que ce qui a changé un petit peu, comme je le dis, c'est que dans certaines instances, les gens pensent qu'ils ont droit à une opinion sur tout. Et il y a d'autres instances comme ça, par exemple, où les gens ne disent rien parce que, OK, whatever. Mais je pense que ça choque quand même un petit peu parce que c'est pas normal.
Donc, voilà. Moi, je pense que il y a un travail à faire sur les parents, les jeunes parents et certains anciens parents qui ont démissionné.
Anciens parents, oui, papa.
Hey, oui, alors c'est anciens parents. Oui. Parce que j'ai dit jeunes parents et anciens parents parce que tu as des parents qui ont démissionné. On a assez démissionné.
Oui, mais si on prend tout le contexte, je vais dire, voilà, on sait très bien aussi qu'à Saint-Martin, on a des situations sociales qui priment.
Oui, mais tu vois, ça revient à ce qu'on a dit au début. Est-ce qu'à un moment, il va, comme on dit en européen, il va falloir prendre des tours par les cornes? Parce qu'à chaque fois.
Mais oui, mais je suis d'accord. Mais je te l'ai dit là tout à l'heure. Les signalements existent, les procédures existent. Tu sais un truc que j'ai jamais compris? Je fais partie du conseil d'administration de la CETOS. Et à un moment donné, il y avait beaucoup de parents, particulièrement d'une nation bien nommée. Et c'est pas haïtien parce que je parle en créole, donc je tiens à dire que c'est pas eux. That they wasn't paying the canteen tickets for the children. Okay. I'm like, 9 out of 10 of these people getting CAF. How can that be a problem? You getting CAF and your child canteen ticket in pay. How can that be a problem? Mais il a dit, on fait pas de prélèvement à la source, mais là, par contre, il faut prélever à la source. Je suis désolée.
De toute façon, je pense qu'il y a beaucoup de choses à faire.
Je veux dire, pas les problèmes, je sais pas le mot problème. Les choses à faire sont nombreuses. Mais comme je te dis, ça commence par une conversation. Hein.
Mais je pense qu'à un moment, il faut emmener tout le monde autour de la table.
Mais c'est clair.
Il faut emmener tout le monde à la table.
Et il faut que tout le monde, je vais dire deux choses. Il faut que tout le monde reconnaisse sa partie du tort. Parce que c'est pas comme je dis, c'est pas que les parents, que les jeunes, que les instituts. Non, on est d'accord. Il faut que tout le monde prenne sa part du tort. Et il faut aussi que tout le monde arrive avec l'intention vraiment de trouver des solutions. On n'est pas là pour se bagarrer, on n'est pas là pour se pointer du doigt surtout. Because accountability is a word we don't seem to think here. And the minute you are accountable for something, whether it's bad behavior, whether it's for whatever, you're seen as weak. When that is how you grow, that is how you get past that problem and you find those solutions and you work on it.
Ouais, Larissa, on était à côté. J'espère que
je serai autour de la table.
Ben, il faut que tout le monde soit autour de la table. Il faut pas se dire, I believe when you have a problem, a country have a problem. Because I always say, we had some people, and still some people talking about independence. Il y en a qui disent ils sont des crazy, but maybe it will not be, I was going to say your generation, my generation.
It's my generation. But, and we are the same generation, Gerard.
We're the same generation.
We're the same generation.
I born before you about a month. So, you know, down the line, you have a generation will come and they'll say, friends, stop. We need this. I don't know which generation will do it. But because you see other islands, they have the national heroes, all kind of thing, but it didn't start from today.
No, but again, it comes back to that national pride. It comes back to that sense of belonging.
We don't create it.
But we don't create it. Gerard, I said something the other day there at Top Friend of mine, and I'm going to repeat it because j'assume mes mots. I said, I don't know what to do it to the point that someone of Haitian descent can cure cancer. And at the end of the day, to we people, all he is a Haitian.
We have a problem somewhere.
Of course, we got a problem somewhere. But in the meantime, like I said, the real problem right there in front of us. But we ain't looking at it. We ain't addressing it. Après, on va me dire que je suis raciste, donc j'arrête. Encore une fois, mon métissage me permet tout commentaire.
Si, métissage, ça quand même trop lourd.
Il a pas dit.
So, we were talking about tenue vestimentaire
à la base.
So we went in
à l'origine.
How to train the parents, the kids, and to build those like être fier d'être ces
Yeah, to
Martinois.
instill
Because
those
listen,
values. Yeah.
if we continue the way we going there, and 20 years from now,
Mhm.
we don't have no museum. So we can't see 20 years down, we gonna say, bring our cases and there's a cool part, there's the Pan Am Pan dance, and there's a Johnny Cake.
That's a what dance? What a dance is that?
I don't know. It's something
What
so.
Oh my God.
You see? That's
You
what
see,
it
you
is.
ain't never know the name. We gotta start with you. Okay.
No, you can't start with me. We're going to create a comité
Mhm.
de soutien, like we created in 2003,
Mhm.
a comité de soutien article 74. We're going to create a comité to save or to promote St. Martin culture in the schools, and then we could create that new nation. I used to only grassroots now. Anyway, so
Je m'abstiens.
tu t'abstiens?
Je m'abstiens.
Well, il y a no election, so you can't vote. Anyway, so that's what I'm saying. If we
Yeah.
don't do them things, at the end of the day, c'est comme what you're watching, they have the culture when you certain things, and
You know what I admire with them? Every Guadeloupe man I ever see, ever meet, couple of drum. It's phenomenal. That mad me. Anybody could walk up, I built a bula, and they go play the drum. I'm like, boy. I've never even danced the punam, that to tell you.
well, we have a ska association
Yes, we do.
promoting it, so
Yes, we do.
try next year to get your
I got a frock though. Madam Mingo don't make a frock for me.
yeah, frock.
Yeah, I went to Romania with a frock.
What's a frock now? You see?
Exactly. But I was there just on the little lady want to sell a pindor down the road. I show people like, what's a pindor?
Un frock, c'est pas une jupe avec un tissu.
A frock is a dress.
Is that dress? Yeah, jupe.
No, a frock
You
is
see,
a dress.
that's why you need to sit down on the table.
Yeah, no?
Yeah, I need to put people who care about education, who promote the culture of St. Martin.
And who know the culture of St. Martin
Voila.
too. Yeah.
So we need to bring those people around the table.
Why you telling me that? You're looking at me like, I don't want
But it's only you in the studio.
The table. No,
We're
but
having a
you do that. I
conversation.
gotta go to the table and put the people on the table. That's true.
Yeah, you need these people around the table so we could promote those things in the schools.
Including government, because especially government, because I want to say.
Listen, government, if government cannot put those people around the table because you have to.
No, government can't put them around the table, but
Oh.
government needs to be around the table with them. That's what I'm saying.
But it can't be me and you to start it. It have to start from government because if me and you tell, listen, we're gonna pick up people to put around the table so we could bring back push the culture more in those local schools. People gonna watch. Ah, crazy man.
Non,
Si,
je suis pas d'accord.
c'est pas notre
Non,
compétence.
tu montes un, mais bien sûr, c'est votre compétence.
C'est pas notre
Tu
compétence.
montes un projet, je suis désolée, tu montes un projet et tu
Mhm.
présentes ton projet. Mais
Tu
bien
poses
sûr,
un projet à qui?
to everybody that concerns, to
Well,
the
folks,
collectivité, to the éducation nationale, to everybody.
Madame Angèle Dormois, merci d'être
Madame
passée.
Angèle Dormois, she should come look for you. She should come look for you.
She can't look comme look. She don't know where to find. Madame Angèle Dormois, good night. Madame Angèle Hodge, thank you for passing through conversation.
You're welcome. We talk about all kind of things, but
That's why I don't like to bring you because we went left, right, and we come back. But when you're in country, so you have to go to pass, you got to go up, down.
Yeah,
After you come back to pass the Hodge. So, folks.
So you're going to put everybody business on the road, but just so she know where you live. I know where you live, though.
I live Pinel. We the Soldat Club numéro 1.
We the Soldat Club.
Well, Larissa, thank you. And I hope next time to see you. Pas toi, mais bon, j'espère que tu vas venir d'ici janvier. On va parler de...
Ton anniversaire?
Je suis né avant toi. C'est normal. Hey. See,
yeah, but December coming before January, yeah.
Yeah, but you start the year with January.
Angira. Just tonight, Angira.
So, folks, thank you for listening to. Listen, I ain't gonna say what we be, but tu commences l'année avec nous et tu finis l'année avec nous. So, those who understand, they will understand what I mean. So, good evening. Listen, Monsieur Quelle, listen, I need to see you because I see you don't jump now. You're back in Angèle. All right. She might match now. She might match. All right. So happy to see you because long time me see you from the time election that side done, I ain't see you no more. So folks, thank you for listening to us. On a parlé beaucoup, mais c'est normal, c'est une conversation et j'espère que le débat, la conversation qu'on a eue ce soir a pu éveiller certaines personnes, surtout par rapport à la situation, parce que je pense qu'à un moment, comme je dis, il faut que tout le monde vienne autour de la table pour qu'on puisse créer cette... pour ceux qui m'écoutent from other country, this nation.
Yeah.
Si tu ne crées pas la fierté d'être Saint-Martinois, parce que ça a évolué, il y a une nouvelle génération, on ne peut pas rester dans son coin à dire des choses, mais à un moment, il faut évoluer et accepter ce qui a créé cette nouvelle génération. Quand ils sont à l'extérieur de Saint-Martin, si tu ne pas dire, I'm from St. Martin, but you need to say, okay, you're from St. Martin, we have this.
Yeah.
And I experienced this year because I was in a formation. And every time they say Guadeloupe, I say, moi, je ne suis pas de la Guadeloupe, je suis de Saint-Martin. And this woman comes in next to me, and she asked me, c'est où Saint-Martin? So I take my phone, I Google, I take my map, I open it. I say, tu vois, ça c'est la partie nord et ça c'est la partie sud.
Il y avait un guide touristique là.
That's why I need the tourist office to sponsor me. So I say, this is so. Et vous voyez le plage, le sable fin.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
And you know, after the woman, every day the woman used to say, non, Saint-Martin, j'étais voir, ça me fait rêver.
Elle rêvait déjà d'y venir.
Mais j'ai dit, à Saint-Martin, il n'y a plus de place. So folks, be safe in the road. For those who driving, we see, I don't know what happened this weekend, but we had accident up, down. Be safe in the road and don't drink and drive, share the road. On se voit pas jeudi, on se voit la semaine prochaine. Jeudi, c'est férié à Pinel. So, on se voit dans une semaine et soyez prudents. Et je vous dis à bientôt et je remercie
Thank you for inviting me.
Madame Hodge, pas mademoiselle, Madame Hodge est passée avec moi. Ça fait plaisir. J'espère te revoir la prochaine fois.
Ouais.
Tout en rose.
Tout en... je sais pas, là, oh, on va essayer maintenant.
Bye.
Bye.
Smiling faces, we share the hard time. Now nobody wanna leave it up to the one who did, 'cause no one cares about yesterday's and today's hard time to